All right, so the simple idea here is how can we take grease pencil drawing and convert it to geo, right? So I made this like a really quick diagram just to show you step by step procedure, the way I do it. For example, I start with grease pencil, and just like I explained many times, because it's so simple, you can just concentrate on drawing part of it. There is no like overcomplicated tools. It's pretty straightforward, but the task is how can you take it to the next level, right? In my previous tutorials, I would kind of show how you can take a grease pencil, then use it as a template in Photoshop and paint over. But what if you want to get like a proper model out of it? And it is possible in Blender. So the way we do it, first we start with grease pencil, then we do convert our grease pencil strokes into Bezier curve, which is a NURB surface, and then from there we can convert it in polymesh. As you can see, like there is this little scene here. It's all in 3D, and as you can see, like my grease pencil drawing is just something that I've done before, and now I was able to convert it to kind of this like almost like a wireframe, but I wouldn't call it wireframe. It's actually looking pretty cool. It's like if this airplane jet was constructed, like it's almost like you have this like metal structure inside it, and then obviously there is a way to kind of get the final overall look of it. It's pretty cool because it's super fast, and also what I like about it, it's very design driven, because you start from a very simple shape and then you keep moving forward. Let's do a very quick example here. So I'm gonna create a new file, and here quickly I'm gonna tweak the background color to something more grayish so you can see things much better, right? Let's turn off this grid. Okay, and now just as always, we're gonna create the grease pencil. We're gonna go into drawing mode, and let's just create like a very simple shape, right? Something like this. Okay. How do we convert this to geo? As I said, first you start with grease pencil just to get the design of the shape, and then we need to go to edit mode, and here in edit mode we're gonna select all the control points, and obviously you don't see them, which is a bit weird. So usually like you need to go here and just increase the vertex opacity, and now you see basically once you go into edit mode it was deselected. You need to make sure that they are all selected, right? So the idea here is we're gonna convert the selected vertices into the NURBS curve, and from here you can either press Alt C like this, or go to strokes, convert to geo, Bezier curve, boom. And once you click it, you will see that this kind of like orangey curve will appear, and we need to make sure to uncheck link the strokes. So now we have a full-on curve, but obviously we are still in grease pencil edit mode, so we need to go to object mode. Oops, come on. And then we need to select this. We can already hide the grease pencil layer, and yeah, now we have this curve. It's super cool, isn't it? It's already like very close to geometry. Obviously right now it's a NURBS curve. It's like a Bezier curve, or Bezier, I don't know how to pronounce it properly, so forgive me for that. But from here we can start doing interesting things, right? For example, if you go to your Bezier curve options over here, which is this kind of curvy thing with 2 points, here you can start basically giving it some depth. Like look at this, you can do this. Obviously this is like very low poly, but then you can ramp up the resolution, and as you can see it's just like half of it, which is kind of all right, but then we can go and do full, so this becomes like a solid line, which is really cool, isn't it? So you playing with this one, you can do anything like just like this. And obviously now this is the geometry. So for example, if I create a quick plane over here, and if I create a light, like an area light, yeah, and I go to rendering mode, you see this is now a real geometry. You can texture it, you can light it, and you can do all that magic. And comparing to grease pencil, which is obviously I know they have plans to introduce same kind of featuring for grease pencil, so it could cast shadows, but I mean in the end, like the idea of converting it to geo is that we want to be able to kind of put some textures on, and as a next step, how do you actually fill out this thing, right? Right now there is like, it's almost like a wireframe. There is a way to do it. So